Let's get started. Hey guys, so we're going to do a basic mod overview. I'm joined by Ranger J 1999. How's it going, man?
I'm here to help.
Yes, he is. So this is intended for players who are new to the game. Just want to get a quick overview of what mods are, how they work, what kind of mods you should be going for to set you up for success down in the future. Ranger, there are two mod sets that we should be really interested in. What are they?
Well, you have your speed set. They come in 4, so you have 4 mods that complete a set, and offense mods that come in 4s and create a complete set. So those are the two overall big ones that you're going to go for in your Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes career. Couldn't say the word. I don't know why.
It's okay. Mods, they get us all riled up, man.
Well,
So
yeah,
let me hop into a random character. As you can see, my Kenobi, for better or worse, has some speed on him because, let's just say I was lazy. As you can see, I have 4 speed mods because they are a set of 4. And you can see here I get the bonus for having 4 of them. I get a plus 10% speed since they're all maxed out. And then I need 2 more mods. And there are other mods aside from speed and offense that only require 2, like health, as you can see here. So health, defense, crit chance, tenacity, and potency all require 2 to complete a set. And then crit damage, offense, and speed are the ones that require 4. So just make sure when you're modding your characters that if you're using any of these 3 mod sets here, you have 4 of them to complete the set, and then you used one of the other 5 to complete the full set of 6. So generally, let's pick a random character in my roster, Ranger. I'll just scroll randomly until I click on someone like, I don't know, Mace Windu. Mace Windu, for better or worse, is modded for offense and tenacity at the moment. Ranger, how would you say that this is a Relic 3 Mace Windu with some offense and some tenacity? Not the best, I would imagine.
I would say you messed up.
I sure did.
Yeah, because you look at the top there, you can see that they have their factions that they're associated with, but also what kind of character they are. Are they attacker, support, or tank? Obviously here, Mace is a tank, and he's a slow tank, so you want him to be beefy. He's going to be one of those boys that takes that damage, that soaks up that damage for your other less beefier characters, your glass cannons, so they don't get swatted down in one shot, and he's there to soak up the damage. So you probably want to go a little bit more beefy with health sets, defense sets, tenacity sets, stuff that makes it harder for him to be stunned and things of that nature and can take damage. And to reduce the damage he takes.
So if we were going to remod this Mace Windu, as you said, he's a tank, so we want him to be thick. Doesn't do a ton of damage. He's an all-right damage dealer. We're going to get rid of these offense mods here and replace them with some more viable Mace Windu mods. Generally speaking, I like to sort by speed whenever I do this, just so that I know that mods towards the top have higher levels of speed. As you can see, this health square here has plus 17 speed, which is solid. Doesn't matter where you are in the game, 17 speed is never going to be a bad thing. This just keeps speed at the top, kind of garbage at the bottom, because we want to mod well, but we also want to mod fast. Some characters don't need speed, but for the most part, until you get a little bit more advanced, speed is awesome.
Yeah, certain characters don't need speed at all. Certain characters need a ton of speed, but usually for your tanks, and there are exceptions for your tanks like Bosk and some other ones that actually need a lot of speed. But your primary stats you're going to look for is protection and health as your primary stat in most cases. Tenacity is fine as well, but you're looking for those stats because you want as much, again, we want to make them beefy. Secondary stats that we're looking for a tank, just in general terms: protection secondaries, health secondaries, defense, tenacity. Those kind of things are important for getting as much stats on the character in those defensive categories to make them as beefy as we can get them.
Awesome. Well said. As you can see here, I just sliced twice on a bad mod. I just wasted a bunch of resources for your benefit. Let's say I had a blue mod, just to reiterate, and I take it to max level 15. These secondary stats down here can increase up to 5 rolls. As you can see, protection has 2, offense has 1, speed has 1, defense has 2. So if I press this slice button, I can use some of these slicing materials to pull another one down here on the bottom. And that's exactly what I did with this mod. It's not a great mod, but for science, I did that. As you can see, it's a 5-dot mod. 5-dot mods you can apply on anyone, And then if I slice again at the gold, I can take it to a 6-dot mod, which instead of adding, secondary stats, will add the primary stat. I'm not going to do that now because it would be a massive waste of resources, but take my word for it. That's how you get 6-dot mods, and you can only apply those to Gear 12 or higher characters. Now, let's say this Mace Windu, I have this crit avoidance mod. Do you think crit avoidance and health are, something that you'd want generally on a tank? I don't know if this is the greatest mod in the world, but if you add some crit avoidance to a slow tank that you don't really need to be fast, you kind of want him slow. He can taunt a little bit. You throw him under certain leads. He can certainly soak up some hits. So as you can see here, I've lost my offense set, so we're going to have to go around and add some more speed, some more health, some more protection. So let's open up here. Let's say I want to apply this mod. 12 speed. It's got some protection, a little tiny bit of health, but it is a health primary. Now, this is not a perfect mod by all means, but this is not a perfect character, so he does not require perfect mods. Now, Ranger, some characters need to be modded incredibly well, and some can kind of fall by the wayside. You want to explain that just a little bit?
Yeah, depending on how good the character is. For instance, if we're going to compare a totally amazing character, would be like you saw earlier was Jedi Master Kenobi. He is the top tier of the game for characters, and he is a Galactic Legend. So you're going to want to put your best mods on him. However, someone like Mob Enforcer, not a really good character, so you're not going to worry too much about the mods that you put on Mob Enforcer. So there are different tiers. You have your 2 high GLs, which is the upper echelon, which is GL Kenobi and GL Vader. Then you have your next 4 GLs, which includes Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine, Jedi Master Luke, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and Galactic Legend Rey. Below that, you have your legendary and legacy characters like Starkiller, Jedi Knight Luke, Gas, are some of the ones that fall into that category, or characters you get from Conquest like Dad Bod Boba Fett, as we like to call him, but it's really Boba Fett's son of Jango. And then you have all your other characters that are marquee. And they all have different functionalities and different ways that you're going to mod them, and the team will dictate and the characters will dictate how you will mod them to get the max efficiency for your mods and for the team.
Perfect. Well said. Now, as you see here, I have replaced all of his mods with theoretically what would be a better suit for him. And now we notice a key difference between 5 and 6-dot mods. As you can see, even though I had offense mods on him, it actually added a lot of protection, a good amount of speed, and then, of course, these other tenacity potencies were just out there. So we've sacrificed about 10,000 protection, and we've moved it over to 10,000 health, and we've lost a couple of, some damage and other stuff like that. Now, do I want to apply this? These are not great mods. He had okay mods on him. I'm going to just, for the purpose of the video, I'm going to do it. Boom, he's been changed. We sacrificed 1,000 protection for 1,000 health. But as you can see, these are all 5-dot mods. The 6-dot mods that were on him were just better. 6-dot mods have that massive increase in their primary stats, which usually accounts for a large amount of whatever that stat being. So let's say, I don't know, General Grievous, a character that you would agree, a lot of health on, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So as you can see here, he has all health mods. They're not the greatest mods in the world, but they are all 6-dot mods because, as you can see here, a 6-dot mod will bump up the primary stat, and all of his primary stats are health, which gives him massive boosts to his health. Of course, these 2 mods right here are always offense and defense. So if there is a certain stat that you're trying to look for, like let's say you want a potency mod on the cross, and you're not getting the desired potency, if you take that up to 6 dots, assuming it has good speed and other good secondary stats, you'll get that primary stat bonus. So that can be an answer for a lot of you guys who are maybe lacking in offense or protection or health or speed or whatever. You can take those primary stats up just a little bit thanks to the 6-dot mods. Always helpful to have 6-dot mods on important characters. Now, Ranger, we are going to do other videos in the series. We are going to break down other factions. We're going to get more into specifics. This was obviously a very, very, very basic overview of how mods work, just in case someone out there is new to the game and doesn't understand anything. Ranger, thank you so much for being on here. I look forward to doing more of these videos in the future, man.
I look forward to doing them as well. Thank you.
All right, guys. As always, I love you, and I'll see you later.